No, the father of the atomic bomb doesn't pull off any heists inside dreams, but there are some clear similarities between Oppenheimer and Inception. Director Christopher Nolan himself says so. Audiences are gearing up to see Oppenheimer, Nolan's much-hyped summer 2023 release. But in an interview with Wired, Nolan himself seems to be looking to his past a bit, particularly toward his mind-bending 2010 film Inception. The final sequence from Inception is always a fun discussion point among film enthusiasts. The film's enigmatic closing moments inspire multiple interpretations. Did Leonardo DiCaprio's Cobb truly resurface from the dream world and find his happily ever after with his kids? Or will the dream totem continue spinning forever and signal that he's really still submerged inside a dream?
That way, when you look at your totem, you know beyond a doubt that you're not in someone else's dream.
Does Cobb even care after all he's been through? Nolan told Wired, "I mean, the end of Inception, it's exactly that. There is a nihilistic view of that ending, right? But also, he's moved on and is with his kids. The ambiguity is not an emotional ambiguity, it's an intellectual one for the audience. The ending of Oppenheimer is less ambiguous, but it's still an unsettling finale." Nolan himself noted the similarities to the conclusion of Inception, saying, "It's funny, I think there is an interesting relationship between the endings of Inception and Oppenheimer to be explored. Oppenheimer's got a complicated ending, complicated feelings. That complexity is often a trademark of Nolan's work that threads together his vision from film to film. Those who have seen Oppenheimer have noticed it in his latest release, which is based on the startling truths revealed in the book American Prometheus, The Triumph and Tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer. It captures the harrowing reality of the creation of the atomic bomb, two of which were dropped on the Japanese cities Nagasaki and Hiroshima by US forces during World War II. Nolan's film explores the ethical boundaries crossed by the title character, who played a pivotal role in bringing the weapon of mass destruction to life. J. Robert Oppenheimer was even dubbed the father of the atomic bomb for his central involvement and research in the initiative to build the A-bomb, the Manhattan Project. Nolan told Wired of his new film, "Some people leave the movie absolutely devastated. They can't speak. I mean, there's an element of fear that's there in the history and there in the underpinnings. But the love of the characters, the love of the relationships, is as strong as I've ever done." That strong character development would seem to strengthen the comparison to Inception, along with the fact that both films have Cillian Murphy in the cast. He plays the title character in Oppenheimer. Nolan took a complex, fascinating approach to telling the story of Oppenheimer. Speaking with Total Film, he shared that he set out to recall the historical events depicted in the film through J. Robert Oppenheimer's eyes, making the otherwise straightforward historical drama more personal. Nolan said, "We're trying to tell the story of somebody's life and their journey through personal history and larger-scale history. And so the subjectivity of the story is everything to me."
In the case of this film, I wrote the script in the first person. It's the only time I've done that.
Nolan's character-centric view definitely had an effect on Murphy. The director added, "We want to view these events through Oppenheimer's eyes. And that was the challenge for Cillian that I set him, to take us on this journey." Nolan noted that Murphy's challenge extended to pretty much the entire team behind the movie. Every choice made had to somehow circle back to Oppenheimer's perspective on the world during such a turbulent yet pivotal point in history. Oppenheimer opens on July 21st.